everyone, so today I'm finally showing you my Photocard collection update. And today is January 1st, 2019, so now that it's a new year, I figured I should stop procrastinating and finally film this video. So today I'll be showing you a variety of different groups, boy groups and girl groups. Down in the description I'll also probably have timestamps for certain collections if you wish to peruse something specific. And the other important thing to note is that I changed the setup for these binders pretty drastically since last time. So hopefully you guys like what I changed, and I'm thinking of making a tutorial video for how to organize your K-pop Photocard collection. So I don't know when I'll get around to that, but I do have a video outlined, so hopefully I'll upload that sometime in the near future. So I'm going to begin with my top girl groups binder with AOA in the front because they are my favorite girl group. So I did manage to fill out quite a few of their older cards, which was very exciting this past year. And here you'll see sort of how I played around with the setup of my binders, making these label cards. And so I did this for all of my binders, and it was a good way to use a lot of washi tape and just make the layout of these binders a lot more aesthetically pleasing, I guess. So not too much of the, I guess, later Korean cards have changed. I still need to work on quite a few of their cards. I'm going about it slowly. And then here we have Japanese stuff, which I do want to try to get more of their event tickets. You can see there's many missing here because they are a bit more difficult to get a hold of. Those are the ones I've managed to get so far. And some miscellaneous things. These are all Taiwanese press, and then those are from the Korean Odyssey OST. But next we have Wondergirls. Even though they don't have a ton of cards, I still wanted to make a section for them in this binder because they're one of my favorite girl groups. And so far just Sunmi has cards, so I think I'm going to try to make separate pages for all the girls once, or if we see more solo photo cards of everyone. So fingers crossed that will happen. And then the last one in this binder is LOONA. So this really hasn't changed much at all because I'm not sure how I'm going to go about collecting LOONA. I guess post pre-debut stuff, since I did go kind of crazy with trying to get all these cards. Obviously the Odd Eye Circle ones, I'm still missing quite a few, and I didn't really start collecting their group debut stuff. I just got their group cards for 2 limited versions. I think I'm just going to have to pick a number finally and just collect their cards, I think, going forward. And next we have my other girl group binder, starting with Red Velvet. So I'm still trying to collect Seulgi. I've made 0 progress on her cards, I think, since last time. I need to get on all that, and I'm not really sure for SM March stuff how I want to go about this, since I think I do want to get Seulgi's things, but obviously I haven't really started. And then next we have Dreamcatcher, and I do have a few more of Wooyoung's cards coming to me, but these are the ones I have currently. And then for Girls' Generation, I need to get more of Yuri's cards, but I do have 2 of her Japanese ones. And Girls' Day, I just have these Yuri cards I'm keeping, and Twice, some Momo cards, and I obviously haven't worked on their more recent things because it's been rather intimidating. I'll get to them eventually, I'm sure. And that was it for girl groups. I do have a few boy group collections in here. First with MYNAME, and for MYNAME I decided to collect full group sets. So I'm slowly going about that for their few Japanese releases. And a few miscellaneous cards for them, mostly of Insu, my bias. So this hasn't changed too much, I think, since last time, other than maybe the expanding to collecting OT5. And then the last one in this binder is History, and this hasn't changed either, other than I think I reorganized, or I'm now using those 2-pocket sleeves that fits those oversized cards. And this is how I reformatted their cards. And some fan cards in the back. And now this binder mostly houses my other JYP boy groups, but I've been mostly concentrating my efforts on day 6 since they've shot way up my bias list recently. And I mostly just collect Ryan's cards, though for those clear jacket cards I do try to get full groups. And I do have some other members cards in this binder as well, so I guess they are up for trade for Youngka's that I'm missing. Here are Japanese releases and other press releases, so usually Thailand or Taiwanese press things. And then here we have concert cards, which I'm amazed how many they have so far. So I don't think this changed too much since I haven't been buying, or I haven't really caught up to their more recent concert merchandise or fan meeting stuff. But I do plan on getting that sometime soon, probably. And then for GOT7, I collect JB, but rather casually, kind of following all these releases. So I may at one point try to get all of his cards, at least his Korean press cards, but collecting JYP groups are it's very hard these days. And JJ project stuff. And I'm still trying to get a few more of his Japanese trading cards. I haven't made any progress on that. And some miscellaneous things. Now, I do have a little section for Stray Kids. I'm still on the fence on whether or not I want to really collect them, because as I said, collecting JYP groups these days is difficult. But Minho is my bias, and also Jisung is my bias, but I don't have any of his cards at the moment, so I'm kind of on the fence of collecting either one of them or maybe both. Yeah, I don't know what I'll end up doing. And then I have a few of Day 6's clear files, which I do have a little clear file binder sleeve thing coming to me. So probably gonna be storing these along with all the other 2PM ones I happen to have. And now this binder has the other boy groups I am currently collecting. If you've seen my previous Photocard collections, you may notice that quite a few groups are no longer in here. So I decided to really cut back on which groups to focus on for Photocards, and decided to sell a lot of collections so that I could concentrate my efforts more on my ultimate groups. since they have so many cards. But for the ones I did end up keeping, we start with SF9. So I do have Taecyeon's cards. And there's quite a few I'm missing, especially Japanese press ones. Try to get eventually. And these are fan-made, and all these are pre-debut full sets that I just couldn't part with since they're so pretty. And then up next is VIXX, which I'm collecting N's cards. I still need to get some of his more recent cards. And these will hopefully be the last Kino cards I try to collect from him, because I really don't like buying Kino albums. And still missing quite a few Japanese cards for him. And then next is BTOB, where I collect Yensik still. And I am very much behind on their more recent releases, which I'll get to eventually. So I don't think anything's changed in this section actually since last time. And then these last two sections are just some of my favorite soloists, like Jaejung. And Jinwoon from 2 AM. And so now we're on to the first TVXQ binder. And I have made some progress on changing, I guess, the little label cards for them. But there are a few things that I still need to work on for this binder. Should come up fairly soon. Yeah. So for jacket cards, I'm still trying to collect both Junho and Changmin, and how I want to format them. I'm looking at getting more cardstock to put each release with their own separate page and sort of do another, I guess, labeling system. So I haven't quite worked on that yet, but hopefully by my next update that should be finished, so you can see or how I want to go about that, so that these cards don't slide around so much in these sleeves. Future releases, and then I end with some postcards, and then these fan site postcards and things. And then this binder houses all of my TVXQ non-album SM merch things. So I don't think too much has changed since my last update, so I'll try to flip through this fairly quickly. And I didn't really need to make new placeholder cards or label cards, since most of these are postcards and I guess have labels of what they are on them already. This may be new. They're Chance of Love stuff, and I'll need to get some of their fan meeting merchandise and their new album merch whenever that becomes available. And then we end with star cards for Changmin, which I don't think have changed at all. And now this last binder has all of my FTIsland cards, and I really haven't touched they're set up yet. So you're going to see kind of my old placeholders, and I still kind of debating how I want to go about putting labels on all their releases and whatnot. So, oops. And I also need to get 6 pocket pages for those little film guys. But I'll just do a quick flip through of all of these so you can see, I guess, the small changes I made to their collection. And the number of these, I guess, pattern placeholders kind of determines how many cards are available for some releases, because they had earlier releases without group cards, and then I guess after that they had 2 group cards, and then more recently they've just stuck to 1 group card. So I need to figure out how I want to, I guess, label each of these pages. This is for Hongyi solo cards, which I still don't have his most recent cards yet. And then DVD cards. I mostly collect Junho, but I do keep other members when I obtain them. And then all these are other various postcards and random merchandise cards for concerts and things. And then jacket cards, official photos, and then some more postcards and season greeting postcards. And to end this video, I'm going to share all of my 2PM binders, which I know I made a 2PM Photocard collection update just a few months ago, but I would feel weird if this video didn't also include 2PM. So I guess here are all these cards again, and there are a few new additions to this, and I do want to change a lot of how I formatted these pages. So I guess when I do my next update, hopefully those changes will be made. But all these have just been their album cards. So I'm not going to go too in depth about what cards go to which. My last video, I linked the Photocard forum 2PM page, which you could refer to if you want to know which cards are which. And I'll hopefully have that updated sometime soon. I'm a little behind. And then last miscellaneous things. And now this binder just has a lot of their merchandise. So start with their Korean concert postcards and stickers and whatnot. And then for their Japanese concerts, all their lotto tickets, and slowly building towards getting more of their message cards, and fan club sticker things. Which also is a work in progress. And then official photos and Polaroid cards, postcards from their various Japanese concerts. And then all these are slipcases that you can get a hold of at their venues. Some Zupan Cafe stuff, more postcards, and group cards. And for even more merchandise, we have some season's greetings, fan club stuff, and I haven't made a page for this, but this is a JYP Nation section. And miscellaneous merchandise from their DVDs and photo books and various events. And CF things. And lastly in this binder are their star cards, which I'm still missing this Junho clear card, and then most of their signature cards. I do have Khun's signature card. These are all sticker sheets and just random Chansung things. And then my old boys binder, we start with Jun K. And his album cards. And then concert things. And stickers. And concert trading cards. And stuff from group concerts. And then we have Khun here. I do have quite a few of his things coming to me, especially from his latest concert. And then these are all trading cards from various group stuff and miscellaneous cards. And Taecyeon. Some Oak Cat stuff. And then acting projects featuring Wooyoung for Dream High. And some clear files, big photos, more clear files. And now my Young Boys binder, starting with Wooyoung. His album cards. And concert things. And then solo concert trading cards. I think eventually each member is going to have their own binder since I am slowly filling out their stuff. And then we have Chansung. His concert trading cards, fan meeting stuff, and then full group trading cards. And miscellaneous things, and acting projects. I try to group musicals and movies and traumas together, but this is what I've done so far. And more clear files. And now the first Junho binder. There's album cards. Green album cards. And then onto all of the merch stuff from concerts. Here I have sections for each of his solo concerts, starting with his first concert, and Feel, Last Night, including some Last Night in Seoul stuff. And onto all the concerts with excessive number of cards, like Hyper. And last Hyper night. SS. And the Yokohama finale. Then his Canvas Korean fan meeting. And his winter tour. And the final for that tour. And Flashlight. And the final for that summer tour. And some clear files. And now finally the last binder with his second Korean fan meeting, and then his most recent Junho the Best concert. And then these are all Junho cards from 2PM's fan meetings and group concerts. So he had a house party in Japan, 6 Higher Days, JYP Nation 2016, Galaxy of 2PM, Tokyo Dome, Six Nights, and then their 10th anniversary. I don't have any of his cards because they've all been rather overpriced on auction sites. And then miscellaneous things. And then his acting projects. So I have his movies grouped front. And then these are from his dramas. And so now you've seen all of my photocard binders. And in terms of my photocard collecting goals for this coming year, I'm probably going to continue working on my 2PM binders, since I do have quite a bit to catch up on and I don't see too many new things coming out this year. So hopefully that will give me enough time to catch up on things. And as for other collections, I think I'm going to concentrate on collecting some of my top biases. So maybe not necessarily from my top bias groups, but some biases that I really like collecting and wish to expand their collections of. But that was it for this photocard collection update. I hope you guys enjoyed this. And I will be making a tutorial or sort of guide video about how to organize your photocard collection binders and give some ideas of how to make some cover pages and labels either by hand or using software. So I'll try to find time to make that sometime soon for you guys. But that was all, and I hope you guys have a wonderful new year. Bye.